Alright guys, this is a special lock from Farmer Freak. I got this on the 11th of June. I have been playing with this lock every night for at least an hour. Never got an open. He sent me the key. It was wrapped up in this little mummy thing, and about a week ago I got so upset I had to see the key. So I pulled the key out, and you can see it's really nothing special, right? Until you take a closer look at it. Notice he's machined the side of that off, and now you can push something way up beyond the shear line. And you know what? Even though I knew that, even though I cheated and looked at this key, it didn't help me. I kept picking and picking and picking. I used just about every pick in the arsenal on this thing. No luck until just a few minutes ago, and I still don't know exactly what happened. So I know I can't pick it again, and I'm not going to put myself through that. I'm going to call this a fail because I can't reliably pick this thing. But I wanted Farmer Freak to get credit for this. I think we really need to take a look and see what's inside of here. It's the least I can do after having spent so many hours of fun. I have trouble spitting that out, but let's go ahead and take a look. We do have an open. I do have a key. Let's go ahead and close it up and I'll show you how it does work. When you slide the key in there, obviously the little nib has to be down, and if you leave it down and you try to turn it, no open. Yeah, absolutely, that pin is for sure, but you do get a little bit of a false set, and I got that for the first time about 5 minutes ago, and I knew about where the overset one was, and it still took me another 10 minutes to figure it out and then finally set pin number 1. So anyway, put it all the way in, push the little tab up to activate it, and it does work very smoothly once you get it past that little overset. Unbelievable. All right, there's no way you would know that, guys. This is one of those devious things that comes from minds like Farmer Freak's, that it could have been anywhere. It could have been on any one of those pins. And without peeking at the key, I probably never would have figured it out, to be honest with you. All right, let's go ahead and let's crack it open and take a look. Enough yakking. Let's see what we got here. By the way, I'm going to show you something before we get this tailpiece off. See if you got a spring in there. There we go. You can't really make it out. He sent me a couple of locks. I think it was on. Oh, here it was on this side. You could just barely make it out. He wrote one that said, let me grab it here and show you. One that said easy, and this one was. This one went very quickly, so I'm not even going to show that one. But this one was marked hard, H-A-R-D. You can just barely make it out there. And believe me, when Farmer Freak says something is hard, it is. In fact, almost a month worth of hard. All right, let's go ahead and get in this thing. Try not to mess anything up. All right. Okay, you notice in hole number 2, we don't even have a pin. And that's because when you put the little nib up, it'll push it up to the shear line. Isn't that cool? Who would have ever thought of that? My God. All right, let's take a look at the rest of these pins. But I can tell you from having hours and hours of playing with these are not going to be all normal pins. Oh, number 2, empty. There you go. That's a homemade. These don't look as evil as I thought they would. I see nothing on, come on baby, nothing on the core, and these each have a single groove in them, and that's it. And no pin in number 2. All right, let's go ahead and, there's got to be some magic in here somewhere. Otherwise, I'm a pathetic picker. My God, I can't believe it. All right, we got a couple more. Oh, here we go. So we have an ASA serrated in pin 1. Come on, my baby, get focus for me. Let me unzoom that. Yeah, it's unzoomed. That is what's in pin number 2. A single driver, but look at that driver. Number 3 is a really weak spring, and it's just nothing but a little serrated. 4, nothing but a serrated. My God. Standard. And another homemade serrated. Come on, baby, focus for me. All right, there's got to be some alien technology in there. There has to be. All right, what I'm going to do, it looks like some of these springs are slightly different. I'm going to put the follower back in and try to take these out one at a time. The last 3 look like they're all standard steels. I'm going to just dump them. They're all the same. Come out of there. Position number 3 doesn't want to come out. Oh, it's another steel one. Okay, so standard steel. Another steel one, and then, well, I said they were, here we go. Pin number 2 did have a slightly different spring. All the rest of them are standard, and again, I would not have expected that. Slightly shorter spring in position number 2. And let's see what we got inside of here. I have no counter milling, no threading. Looks like the top has not been drilled. And I have no counter milling or anything in the bottom. Unbelievable that this thing took me so many hours to get through. Let me just check something real quick. The deepest pick that I had was this SS dev pick. So I went in from the side of the keyway. Yeah, he does reach. I was afraid he wasn't even deep enough, but I just had to get him perfect. I honestly don't know, without any other kind of magic in here, other than these little serrations, which had nothing to grab onto. I don't understand why this thing took almost a month to get into, other than this strangeness here. Oh my goodness. I am horrible. Thanks, Farmer Freak, for destroying what little confidence I had. I'm going to put this thing back together. I am just so discouraged that it took so long just to get by these. I don't understand it. Anyway, I'm going to try it some more. Anyway, thanks for your time, guys. Stay safe, stay legal. Farmer Freak, thanks for the lock. I appreciate it. And it's always nice to be knocked down a couple notches. Thanks, guys.